What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to When Moon Trading. I have not made a video in over a year. Uh, I finally got a mic, so hopefully it works out. Listen, no BS, one take only. I don't edit my videos. I'm going to explain to you, yes, you read the title right, how to turn only a couple $100s into hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, and the reason I feel I need to make this now is because time is sort of running out and I have yet to see any of these other big crypto channels explain this specific strategy that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you an example of stuff they are showing, which is quite honestly super fucking complicated. So I'm going to show you my strategy for certain assets, and now's the time, guys. All right. So first things first, we got to look at Bitcoin. Okay, we're up over 160% this year. We're bullish. There's no doubt about it. Bitcoin's bullish. It doesn't mean we're not going to have pullbacks, right? It doesn't mean we're not going to come back down to like 30, 31K or something like that. But we're knocking on the door of $40,000 right now. Bitcoin is bullish, right? So the first thing you need to do is understand the trend of the market. So we're bullish. We're at the start of the bull run. Yeah, you can watch any other video that compares this to like 2015, 2016. It's only a matter of time before we start making new all-time highs, right? It's not going to go straight up, but we're bullish. So with that in mind, you have to kind of think, okay, what is likely for Bitcoin, right? And I think we're going to make all-time highs, in the next year or two. The big elephant in the room is the ETF. If that ETF, the BlackRock ETF and all the other ETFs, if that gets approved on or before January 10th, I think is the date, that's nobody knows what can happen, right? In all realistic, in all reality, I think Bitcoin could go 150, $200,000 within a week or two. You're going to see tons and tons and tons of fucking money jump into Bitcoin, right? So that's kind of looming. That's kind of why the price is more going up right now. People are less willing to sell. So if that happens, Bitcoin goes to 150, $200,000, whatever it is, it's going to drag everything up with it, right? So that's, I'd say, a 90% chance of happening, 80, 90% chance of happening. So with that in mind, with the bias, the bullish bias in mind, you have to ask yourself, okay, how do I want to turn a little bit of money into a lot of money, right? And everybody has their own thing. You can buy a bunch of altcoins, but if you haven't been buying the last year, some of these altcoins, like while they were down, I don't know, Gala here, down here, then you've been missing out, right? Can you still make tons of money? Sure, but you've missed out on hundreds, 200, 300% moves on some of these coins, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with a large portion of my portfolio, and just one strategy to turn a little bit of money into a lot of money. So I did this back in 2019 with Ripple, and it's quite simple, and I'm going to show you live exactly my strategy. So let's go to DOT. So there's different types of margin trading, right? So you have coin margin and USDT margin. So for example, over here, this is coin margin. And the reason why coin margin is better in a bull market is because instead of trading with USDT or US dollars, for example, you're trading with the actual asset itself. So for example, if you have $1,000 and it goes up 10%, you make $100, right? However, if you have $1,000 worth of, in this case, DOT, you make $100 worth of DOT, but your entire portfolio of DOT also goes up 10% with the increase of price because you're holding your value in that asset. So as that asset moves up, not only are you making profit on that asset, but your portfolio is also rising with it, right? So depending on the exchange, depending where you live, I live in the lovely communist country of Canada, so I have very limited options. I can't use Binance anymore, which has tons of options for coin margin. I would love to trade Phantom and Matic and Solana and all these other coins. So I have to use BitGet. I only have a few options. I got Link and Ethereum, Bitcoin, and whatnot. But for now, we're going to use DOT as the example here. So let's go to the DOT chart. I bought about $300 or $400 worth of DOT at around 4.3, okay, dollars. And I entered a coin margin trade at 5x leverage after I bought it. And I had been taking profit along the way. Okay. And I accidentally closed my trade up around here and then I had to reopen it. But so this strategy is simple. Enter a low leverage trade on a coin margin coin. And As you go up in price, as you're up 30-40% on your trade, depending on your leverage, close a small portion of it, 10%, 25%, and then compound it, re-enter the trade with it. Don't close your full position. And the reason why this works is, let's just say I bought DOT down here and I just held it and I didn't do anything with it, right? And we go up, say 1200%. That's 12x. That's not bad, 12x ain't bad. However, watch this. You guys are gonna go crazy on this. So say you bought $1,000 worth of DOT and you're using US dollars. You make $12,000. That's that's cool. But that's not gonna get you a fucking beachfront property. You know what I mean? This is where coin margin leverage comes in. So look at this. So I started with, like I said, about $300 worth of DOT, and right now I'm sitting at 142 DOT, which at current prices, let's just do the math here. 142 times 5.4. So I have about $760 worth of DOT right now. This isn't my entire balance of DOT. Like I have some in my wallet, which I'll explain in a second. But in this current trade, I have about $700. And so if I just hold that, I will go 12x to all-time highs. Assuming DOT will go to its all-time high, I think everything will go past its all-time high. Again, if Bitcoin pumps like fucking crazy, right? But now look at this. So if I go over here and I calculate how much DOT can I make if it goes to its next all-time high. You guys ready for this? Hope you guys love math. If DOT, in my current trade, without touching it, as it is now, without doing anything to it, if DOT goes up to $55, see this? I make 11,196 DOT. You see that? 11,196 DOT. That's DOT, not dollars. Let's just say 11,200. Keep it nice and even. 11,200 plus my 142. All right, let's just do this. Plus 142. So I'll have around 11,342 DOT at $55 per coin. You ready for this? I started this with about $300. If DOT goes to its all-time high, I'll have $623,000 American, which in Canadian dollars means I could buy, I could buy an island. $600,000 from $300 using this strategy. And this will actually be more if I'm taking profit along the way and compounding it, because you're building your trade, you're building your trade to be bigger, right? Now, downside is you're using leverage. You can get liquidated, yes. My original, when I started with this, I did 5x and now it's at a 10x. So there is more risk. I have zero fear. I mean, my liquidation price right now is 4.8. It's kind of close, but I can close this trade if it comes down to my entry, and I can re-enter. And I have DOT in my wallet. I could transfer over and push my liquidation price down, right? So if you have access to any of these exchanges where you can use coin margin trading, I would suggest throwing in a couple $100, buying an asset, and trading like this. Just enter a low leverage. You don't need 10x. Enter with 3. Enter with 5. Something low. You don't have to go all in. Use 50%, so you have some wiggle room in case the price drops, right? But like I said, I bought 300 DOT, okay, and I could have $600,000 in a year or two. This trade might be open for 2 years, right? By the time DOT goes to its all-time high. I don't know how long it's going to take. Obviously, if the ETF gets approved, then it's going to go up a lot faster. But so I'm doing this with DOT, Ripple. I got some Litecoin, some EOS. I don't have any Ethereum. Fuck Ethereum. And so that's my strategy. So you don't need a lot of money to get rich in crypto. The opportunity is there. You just got to know what you're doing. And like I said, if you watch this guy's video here about options trading, like, I know what I'm doing, and this is like Chinese to me, okay? So this is the easy way to do it. It's relatively safe, and the rewards are just astronomical, right? You just need to be patient, and like right now I'm at 18% right now. As you can see, I've taken profit up here and compounded profit here, and my entry was originally down here, so right? So the one bad thing too is, as you take profit and add to it, you're bringing your entry price up, but again, if the market keeps going up, then you have nothing to worry about, right? So anyways, leave a comment down below if this helped. If you have any questions, don't be shy. And thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tick that little bell, and let's fucking get it. Peace.